welcome to today's Rowdy.com Big Three. Three big issues, or really two keys and some drivers as we talk about the Brickyard 400, second biggest race of the year there, Buzzcut.
Because she's a brick yard.
All right, Buck Beaver, Bassmasters talking NASCAR. Before we get to all that, don't we have a quote from somebody?
We do, from everybody's favorite ray of sunshine, Kevin Harvick.
Track position's pretty key there. Obviously, you need to have a fast car, and usually Indy is the place where everybody brings out all their new stuff to try to take that next step on performance, and hopefully we do that. I know we have a plan to do that, and I think we will. So your car's got to turn, but you got to be able to lay the throttle down and still maintain grip up off the corner.
Well, there's a lot in what he said in those 18 seconds, Buck Fever. What's your key to this race, my friend?
Well, the ray of sunshine did say it himself. This is a very, very hard place to pass. The aero push is big here, meaning that when a car gets out in the lead, it dirties up the air behind it, much like a speedboat in a wake and with water. And so if you're in second and third, it's very hard to pass, even if you have a better car. So track position is crucial here. Aero push is crucial here. That's why qualifying is crucial here.
Yeah, this may be the worst aero push track, or certainly one of the top 2 or 3 aero push tracks. And the push situation is the air comes off the nose of your car, so it doesn't want to turn, and that's a big key here at this racetrack.
And they have the new spoiler. It could get even worse.
That's true, and you'll probably see some drafting down the straightaways, and that's my key, really, Buck, is how you get through those corners, because you look at this thing, and it's not like Pocono, but it shares the feature of long straights.
Don't upset Jeff Burton now.
I know, difficult flat turns. Okay, but you have 4 distinct corners here, right? And they look the same, but really 1 and 4 aren't, or 1 and 3 aren't exactly the same, and 2 and 4 aren't exactly the same. The guys will tell you they're different corners.
It's almost like 8 corners.
But what makes it hard here is carrying so much speed into a corner that's so flat that is not helping you turn the race car. So you somehow got to get through that 90-degree corner and get back on the throttle pretty hard, and that is tough to do. So it's tempting to think, hey, this is a horsepower racetrack because of these long straights. But if you're not getting through the corners and you're not getting back to the gas, you know, that horsepower is not going to do you any good, and it will be very tough to pass no matter what.
2 or 3 years ago, we kept seeing guys scraping the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really almost like the Darlington Stripe, because you get sliding in that turn and
trying
you hit
to get
the wall.
as much speed as you can through. You got the 2 long straights and 2 short chutes. Now let's talk about drivers a little bit here, because there are some obvious favorites.
Very much. There's Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart.
Yep. I mean, these are the multiple race winners here, are those 3 guys. Jeff with 4, Jimmy with 3. Tony with 2. Now, you know, if Jeff wins number 5,
unreal,
he'll be the all-time winner here at this racetrack, even if you count Indy cars. So that would be pretty impressive. And also, he'll prevent Jimmy Johnson from tying him again, which he definitely wants to do.
Do we throw Juan Pablo in that top tier? Because he performed so well last year, even though...
If you look at it, you might want to do that. Second in his rookie year, should have maybe won last year from the second starting hole. Now, if you think about some other guys that you might want to look at this racetrack, Kevin Harvick comes to mind. He won this race in 2003. He's the points leader. Those cars have been good all year. Maybe, surprisingly enough, you know, Matt Kenseth is pretty good here. I believe he's won, what is it, second a couple times and third once, or second once and third a couple times.
Smooth race car driver.
He's got, you know, the problem for Matt is he's not that great of a qualifier generally, so he has to pass a lot of race cars. Casey Kane's not bad here, Buck.
I have a weird feeling about Casey
Kane. So maybe Ford
can
get a win from one of those 2 guys. All right, that's been your Rowdy.com Big 3 for today. Do you want to lay down a pick here?
I'm going to go with Jeff Gordon.
All right, I'll go with Jimmy Johnson.
Juan Pablo Montoya.
I think Jimmy Johnson is going to win this one for his little girl. That's just the kind of thing he does. And Ty Jeff Gordon.
You said that last week.
I'll keep saying it till he doesn't.
2 weeks
then
ago.
I'll say, I was right.
I'm going with Juan Pablo.
All right, that's been your Rowdy.com Big 3. Do join us at Rowdy.com. Talk about this race and everything else going on.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.